YouTube? Welcome to the shop. This is the final episode of the high density shelving unit. I've got the back and stuff sitting here. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm laying out where I'm gonna drill all the holes for the perimeter for all the screws to go around on the base unit, and then after that I gotta do the same thing with the plastic, and then I gotta put the hinge and the magnetic latches on, and then hang it, and that should be it. So I went ahead and countersunk all the ones on the back, since this is the part that's going to be against the wall. I kind of want the screw heads to be, countersunk so they don't, wobble or anything like that, or make any problems when I mount it. Since the door backing is acrylic, it's clear. You can just set it on top of the plywood back. Take your marker and just look through the acrylic, and you can mark out where all the screw holes are, so you don't have to remark everything and relay everything out so much. You can just sit there and just do a transfer like this. It works okay, not too bad. Basically I've completely resharpened this drill bit so it's nice and sharp. You want it as sharp as possible. You want to go slow. And I'm also putting a piece of scrap plywood underneath it to give it some backing, and I'll go through it into the plywood. You really want to do that. That'll help prevent some of the splintering and stuff. It's going to happen inevitably, but you want to try to keep it to a minimum. Alright, I'm about ready to put the back on. Just some little number 6 screws, about a 1/2 inch long. Nothing big. My old trusty Stanley, what is this, 30B. Love these things, can't get them anymore, but they're awesome. Just gonna put a couple in to secure it. So yeah, I'm gonna do the rest, and I'll be back, and then we'll start on the back of the door with the acrylic, and then get the hinge and the latches on. And then I'm also going to show you how I'm bending the little fences for the door. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this plastic off, or film, whatever. The other side's not going to be so easy. Oh man. Oh, that's on the other side. Good. Actually, I think I'm going to, before I do that, See if I can keep from scratching the thing. This is where we got to be really careful, because right now none of the holes have any cracks, but I guarantee you by the time I get done there'll be cracks in them. I always hand tighten the screws for when attaching acrylic, because if you try to use any power behind it, it's going to crack the stuff just instantly. So I'm going to go ahead and secure this, and I'll be back. Just wanted to put it out there with the hinge on the hinge side. In fact, I just messed up. That's what made me think about it. You got to put, well, I put the plastic down first, and then I secure the hinge over that, so I gotta drill holes through the plastic and everything. But on the side with the plastic, you gotta put countersunk screws. On the rest of them, I'm putting pan heads. And I just realized that I was putting pan heads on the side of the screw side. So you got to make sure, because if you put them on there, the hinge isn't gonna sit flat. So don't forget that. Well, I've got all the holes done. I've got all the screws in here. I've got the pilot holes for these, and wanted to show you how I kind of do it. I open it up like that, a little more than 90, and then I press it against there and then transfer the marks and then drill the pilot holes. Again, be real careful when you tighten these screws down for the hinges, because of the plastic. The acrylic will crack real easy. I got quite a few of these to do, so I'm going to do this real quick and then I'll be back. As you can see, I've got the hinge in place. I had to use a couple pieces of scrap to raise up this side, but it works pretty good. I still have to put the magnetic latches on. Alright, so to bend this aluminum, mind you, this is only a 1/16 of an inch thick, 1/2 inch wide. This is a 1 inch square tubing. It has a nice, probably a little more than a 1/4 inch radius, which is about perfect. And I've got a line right there. I don't know how well it's coming out, but basically, you put the line on the edge there, and you just go just like that. And make a little 90-degree both sides, and that's it. Nothing to it. So I've got I think 6 more of those to do. I'm going to do that, and then go ahead and put these on. It's pretty much done. The only thing I have to do now is install it. These magnetic latches are actually pretty strong, a lot stronger than I thought. They seemed weak at first, but they're not too bad. And I've got a couple extra just in case they don't seem to want to hold or something. Sometimes they won't hold. And if that's the case, then I can go ahead and add one or two more if I want. But yeah, all done. Just need to do the install next. Well, as you can see behind me, I've got it up. It's all done. Fit in there pretty well. I thought I was going to have some problems with the door, you know, touching right here, but it's okay. And I just had I left myself just enough room on this side right here to for the door. One thing, it's not really a problem, but these magnets seem to be a little stronger than the ones I use downstairs, so I have to actually put quite a bit of force on getting it open. I didn't plan it on going any further than this because I just don't have the room, but I've got, you know, for myself, I got plenty of room in there, as you can see. I mean, I don't quite have everything I want in there yet, but it's definitely a lot more room than I had before, and it fits perfectly. Eventually these are coming out too. I've got plans for all this corner eventually. I actually, this took longer than I had hoped. Just a bunch of stuff had come up, but I have another project. It's I'm calling it it's a sliding parts cabinet, and it's going to have about 800 little tiny drawers, and it's actually going to incorporate these type of cabinets in it. It's going to be 8 of these in it, and a sliding rack system, and it's going to be, I think, pretty interesting. So if you like this, hopefully you'll like that. So, you know, give me a like and subscribe if you will. All right, see you next time.